This video is for you if you wonder why you should bother flossing. I have a lot of patients coming through my practice for checkups, and the single most issue that I face with my patients is gum disease. And the question I always ask them is, do you floss or do you make the time to floss? And no, 9 times out of 10, it's a no. And thankfully, they're very honest and they're open about not flossing. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about why you should be flossing, the benefits of flossing, just to give you a strong enough why, so that when you wake up in the morning and you see that little bit of string next to your toothbrush, you take it and put it between your teeth rather than just ignoring it and moving on with your day. So the first main reason we should be flossing is to avoid cavities. You may be thinking, how the hell does floss avoid cavities? Unfortunately, food can get trapped between your teeth during the day when you're eating and drinking and that type of thing. And if that food remains stagnant and stays in between the teeth for a long enough period of time, that can start developing into a cavity, and you may even need a filling at some point. So to avoid the expenses of dental bills, flossing is a great idea. So apart from avoiding cavities, it also maintains the fillings that you've got currently. So if you've got white fillings, metal fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, anything, any restorations in your mouth, if you spent $3 grand on an implant, it makes sense to look after it. Gum disease is another big issue in my practice, and patients suffer from it. It causes bleeding, causes gum recession. Toothbrushes are great, electric brushes, sonic brushes, they work really, really well, but unfortunately they don't fit in between your teeth. And so the only way to get at them is to use something like floss or even these little interdental brushes to clean in between them. So brushing does have its limitations. And if gum disease is left unchecked, it develops into something called periodontal disease. And it's a fancy way of saying that you'll start to lose bone around your teeth. They may even start becoming loose, and you may even lose them if you let them deteriorate. And if left long enough, these teeth can start to need taken out. And we all want to avoid the dreaded dentures. So by not flossing and allowing gum disease to fester, it also is linked to systemic health issues, things like heart disease, Alzheimer's, diabetes. And again, we're living in a society where everything is against us with regards to maintaining our health. You've got easy access to fast foods, stagnant lifestyles, very comfortable living situations at home where we don't want to go outside. So you want to do all the best you can to stack the deck in your favor with regards to your health, and flossing is just part of that process. And I strongly believe flossing is a basic part of looking after yourself. And I'm sure you guys have also been in those situations where you are speaking with somebody and you're sitting or standing very close to them, maybe in a lift or an elevator, and you just get this nasty, nasty whiff. Unfortunately, some people do have halitosis, aka bad breath. Flossing is another way to avoid bad breath and improve your first impressions, improve your performance on dates. Flossing is easy once you do it a few times. For me, it takes like a minute, and I'm well practiced. Obviously, I am a dentist. I do have that behind me, but I don't believe it is too difficult for the average member of the general public. Again, I know patients can have issues with manual dexterity and moving their hands. So I admit, yes, that can make it difficult, but there are aids that you can use. So I have a very lovely selection of TP brushes, as you can see. Now, I'm not suggesting that you guys go out and buy every single color of the rainbow and store this in your hand. However, I am suggesting that you guys maybe buy a pack of TP brushes and start using them and trying to get to grips with them. So TPs are just one way to clean in between your teeth. You've also got things like water flossers, you've got flossettes, and you've got the floss itself. You've also got something called dental tape, which is a lot thinner than dental floss. But generally, floss and these types of devices are pretty cheap. And I think it's worthwhile investment. And again, it doesn't break the bank, and it makes all the difference. So when you guys next go to your dental checkups, you can confidently say to your dentist, yes, I floss my teeth and I am looking after myself. Awesome, guys. Let me know in the comments what type of difficulties you have with flossing, and if you guys want me to cover any sort of dental subjects, dental topics that you guys find confusing, any myths in dentistry that you want me to bust. Beautiful. See you later, guys. Bye. Bye.